Oh
You
yeah,
won't, you won't see it for a few seconds, but we are live. Woo, it's Tuesday.
It's Dive Bar Comedy. I believe this is episode 94.
As it just said it right now.
Mm-hmm.
94.
Yep.
94. Wow.
Yeah, but I think it's our 5th episode doing it this way with the videos and all that. So get to see all of our lovely faces. Exciting.
Right.
Funny.
Yeah, love Mr. C Space. Love it.
Yeah. Yep. And here's our theme song by G2.
I wake up when the sun goes down. I wake up when the sun goes down. I wanna do some comedy. I wanna do some comedy. At a dive bar, at a dive bar, at a dive bar, at a dive bar. I can't say what I wanna say. I can't say what I wanna say. Nonsense. Bar comedy. Dive bar comedy. Dirty, bad, nasty 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 comedy. Dive bar comedy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh no, stop.
Nice.
All right.
Right. We
You guys all have your watch parties going?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I think Ken and I might have some problems with that one.
Yeah.
So I
It's
just start watching
stressful
videos.
starting a watch party. You got
I've
1
never
minute.
done.
You gotta tell all your followers in 1 minute. Well, I've got a watch party on Dive Bar Comedy page. That's where this is playing. I also started one on my personal page and on my comedian page for Wild Joe Comedy. So
Oh wow, yeah. Multiple pages. Huh?
yeah, I got 3
Okay.
watch parties in 1.5 minutes. All right, I'm Wild Joe. Welcome to Dive Bar Comedy. Welcome to all of our comics. For those of us who are here in our virtual bar, let's say hi. Our tech, our regular technician,
Woo.
Carol Newell. What's up?
Hi.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thanks for having me back.
good to see you. And then we've got Mr. C.
Yeah. What it do, Mr. C the Enforcer? Skip Bags representing.
What up, baby?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good to see you, sir. Good to see you.
What up, guys?
All right.
Thanks for coming out, all you
Ken
guys.
Ken Moddard finally got
Woo!
his issues, his technical issues worked out. He's able to join us.
Well, the technical
Looking
issue
good.
anyway. Other issues, not so much.
I like your bar. It's moody and dark. That's how we like it. And there's Cynthia Delgado,
Woo.
Hello. Hello.
shining
Hello.
bright,
Yes, thank you.
shining bright.
Full
And
stock bar.
last but not least, Bella. Bella doesn't want to go landscape. She's like, I'm portrait all the way. There she goes. There you go.
Bella. Gotta be
It's like a
different.
TV screen. You know, you can't have your TV screen sideways.
I just can't see myself like this.
I'm sorry.
And
not all about
everybody's
seeing
the
yourself.
wrong way.
No, it looks
you,
really
Bella.
good for people that are
Do
watching
you?
though. It
Can
does.
you, like-
I promise.
Turn it around. Like, I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
Do
you're
you want
good.
us to turn
Like-
around, Bella? Oh.
Like,
No,
around.
you gotta do. It's like a TV screen, Bella. You gotta do it the right shape, or else you're gonna end up really small, and all of us are
but
gonna be big.
you're the wrong. You're sideways right now.
That's okay. We see you.
Oh, you're having
Yeah,
some
you're all
technical.
sideways. And
You're
I'm
good.
like
Oh,
Better? Is
sideways.
that better? Is that
Ah.
Yeah,
There's
it's
always
like
one.
so weird.
oh.
This
That's
is
too bad. But you look good. You look good like that. So
Okay.
we lost a few of our comics tonight because I didn't realize there's a very special protest going on, Blackout Tuesday.
Yeah.
So Bella's got her black background.
Oh
in
yeah, I
the
see that. I
celebration.
like the heart.
Got my one love.
I like the heart.
T-shirt.
Oh yeah, and your shirt. That's great.
Yeah, this is my way of protesting because I'm like a germ phobe and a hypochondriac. So I'm not about to go out with all the
That's an
crowds, but I'm
interesting
like, well, at least
combination.
I can protest like this.
Well, look at me. I'm live on the scene. I'm right in the middle of the protest, as you can see. Virtual protest.
Virtual.
No,
yeah.
I'm safe at home as well. But geographically, we're not too far off. We're right here in LA. So anybody smelling smoke or seeing anything out their windows?
Oh, I said smoke that we were burning ourselves. No smoke.
Like
Just
my smoke
intention.
is from the end of my joint.
Yeah, it's intentional smoke only. Yeah.
Right.
That's good. That's good. No, I saw pictures or videos of the garbage fires they were lighting last night right where I used to live in West Hollywood near Fairfax and Melrose, and the black billowing smoke could not smell good to the neighbors. I'm sure.
Hey,
sure a
why
lot
does
of
it
people
gotta be
No.
know
black?
that.
What is that?
What'd you say?
Why the smoke gotta be black?
Because it
I
was.
don't know.
Because it was.
All right.
You
I'm
tell
just checking.
me.
Let
I'm
'em
just
know.
checking for the people, man.
Mr.
Good
C,
job.
I'm happy to see you. Can you tell us though, why are you not out there protesting and celebrating Blackout Tuesday?
Oh, I'll tell you why. Two reasons. One for Blackout Tuesday, one for the protest and acting up. I'm
Okay.
44. I've seen this happen like 10 times. People have been protesting and rioting since the 60s and even in the 1800s. Ain't fixed shit yet. And whatnot. Now, all that crying and complaining and tantrum throwing, it's no result. It destroys your own area. There's no follow-up to it. You know what I mean? And it kind of validates people's hatred against you, because now, instead of like giving you reparations, they got to use the money to fix your neighborhood. So now they have an argument against giving you what you really want. And then they get all distracted and forget about the dead guy. Now they're worried about the building burning down. So that's the protesting side, and even the protesting, peaceful protest, good from a symbolic perspective, good from an emotional unity perspective, but same situation as the violence, same result. You can stomp and walk and we shall overcome all you want. You do too good, just like Martin, will put one on your forehead. Okay? So either way, still doesn't work. I'm more of an economic guy. I think we should do like other races, like my Jewish guys and Middle Eastern guys and Africans. And they have a real good unity. My Latinos, they have even though they still work with everybody else, they still have like a level of unity. There's like a level of unity. Indians, everybody. I don't care what country they're from. Even if they're Africans from the same country in Africa, they got these little tribal groups. It's like, no, he's Hutu, I'm Titi. Fuck that shit. Okay? You know what I mean? But let me show up and both of them will rob the shit out of my ass. You know what I mean? And we all black, you know? So, but African Americans, we don't get that. As far as Blackout Day, people bought more stuff yesterday to deal with today, and they're going to buy more stuff tomorrow to make up for today. I'm not stupid. And blackout for 20 years. Now you're talking to me.
Well, I didn't think it was blackout, like not buying anything. It was blackout, not posting anything, but only black.
Well, it was supposed to
things
be,
that
well,
were,
Boo, you're not on the team, so you don't get the DMs. You don't get the DMs.
Joanne, I think there's retrograde. I think it's
Okay.
three retrogrades right now. I honestly.
This is the black thing. You wouldn't
Mercury's in
understand. We
retrograde.
got like
This is
secret DMs that we send each other that we do not send to people outside the crew, right? It's like, okay, tomorrow we's going to make some runs and we ain't going to buy us nothing. and we ain't gonna post nothing, and we ain't gonna do nothing. And don't you tell them what we's doing, Carl. So even though you think it's one thing, baby, it's like a whole plan where we were not supposed to do shit. No buying nothing, no farting, no shitting. If a white man cooked the beef, I'm gonna eat. Fuck that beef. Like, it was supposed to be everything, but for one day.
You know, but I do have one
Bella,
thing to say,
you're
'cause I was
sideways.
here.
Bella,
I am sideways. I'm
you
sideways.
just turned sideways.
I think Bella's dancing or listening to
I
a
am
DJ, her own
sideways.
DJ.
Okay,
She's
now
doing
you're
yoga.
okay.
I'm
She's doing
sideways.
yoga.
Now you're fine. Now you're fine.
Now I'm
Just-
fine.
Yep, stick it like that. Yeah.
All right. Well, in the Rodney King riot, which I was around in Long Beach back then, I was on the street and some black women were like, honey, you better get home. You know, you better go home because like white people were taken out of their cars and beaten. And now
Yeah.
like everybody's unifying. Up.
Whoa.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Fine.
Where
her dog.
was
Someone's got an audience.
I'm like,
Where was that? I wasn't in
Progress.
LA back then. Rodney King
Normandy.
riot. Where did that
South
happen?
LA,
What
South
year?
Florence
LA,
and Normandy.
most of the city.
Florence
That
and
was-
Normandy.
Okay.
yeah, and it got crazy and people were looting and they only looted their own neighborhood. At least now they're going into Beverly Hills. They're going into like all the, you know,
Best shopping.
Well, that's the
Best
thing. They're not
shopping
going to
business.
Beverly Hills.
stores that are
Those broke
basically
motherfuckers in
fucking
Beverly
people.
Hills are robbing the people in Beverly Hills. The broke motherfuckers in Malibu are robbing the people in Malibu. It's not somebody from Inglewood traveling up to Beverly Hills. Nah, it's your
Yeah,
homie that
you're
lives
right.
in that
And a lot
shitty
of it is
apartment
like-
in Beverly Hills, and we all know that motherfucker. He's broke as shit. How the fuck
They
you live
got
in Beverly Hills,
Mercedes
John?
Benz in Beverly
Mm.
Hills. They're driving
live in
out
Beverly Hills,
Benzes
John.
from
Well,
Mercedes
John
Benz.
just got a new TV.
And there's a lot of like rich teenagers who were just taking advantage of it too and looting like my son's friends who are all white and they're like, oh yeah, let's go get some Nikes. Let's go get some shit, you know?
Yeah, I
Which
can't
is
stop him.
unfortunate, but there
I
is
can't-
still a lot of people. And the, you know what? The what is it? The Marshall Guard, they just kneeled with the protesters. Like they sent in the Marshall Guard in LA and they just like kneeled with the protesters.
Well,
So
that's
I think
good.
that's encouraging as well.
Well, it's encouraging. Like I said, it's symbolic. In a couple of weeks, we'll get over it. We'll forget about it. It'll go back to normal. Then 3 to 6 months from now, somebody will choke the fuck out. That's and then we're going to do this again. And
Well,
then,
remember
and then
Occupy
what they'll do
Wall
is they'll convince us to take our guns from us. and let us
Occupy
have
Wall
martial
Street
law.
didn't do
That's
shit.
what they're going to do.
But
Y'all
Occupy
keep
Wall Street
rioting
was
like
popular
this,
for like a
martial
month.
law, and you ask for it. That's what's really going to get.
And then the Republicans created the GOP after we occupied Wall Street.
It was
Hmm.
like a big thing for a while, and then everybody just forgot
We're
about
all
it.
friends.
You know what I think? I'm actually kind of encouraged that the millennials are actually getting out of their house and off their phone and getting out and actually marching and doing something for a change. That's how I feel.
Yeah, none of that part
Yeah.
is good. The thing is, I don't like any of them as humans, so
Aww.
I hear millennial jokes.
it's not my
COVID
fault
right
you
now.
guys raised terrible people.
Now it's like just all I see is COVID and all these people just dying. Like when it was just the Trump supporters out gathering and protesting, I'm like, yay, go gather without masks. But now I'm like, what the fuck? Like now we have the most vulnerable people out there gathering in groups. Like
Yep.
everybody.
Did you notice that nobody has mentioned COVID since this jumped up? Since you could get some free shit, COVID seems to not be a concern. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody
All
gives a
I
fuck
know-
right now.
All I know is if I didn't drink, I would drink now. That's it.
Ah,
That's
good
it.
thing you're at a bar. Good
I'm at a
thing you're at
bar. I'm double fisted. I'm cheering myself and doing myself these little toasts. You know, yeah.
I like those glasses. They have a
Aren't
nice
they
ring to
cute?
them.
Look
They are
at
so
Yeah.
adorable.
And they
They're
sound great
adorable.
when you
Yeah.
Clink
nice
'em.
little clink, huh?
clink them.
Mhm.
I'm gonna cheers to you. I'm cheering to everybody here at Dive Bar Comedy. Cheers.
Woo! Yeah.
Woo. Yeah.
So, Joe, you going to interview our wonderful guests?
Yeah, let's just talk a little bit with some of these people because I don't think any of them, other than Carol, who's here every week, I don't think any of them have shown their faces, although they've all been on our live shows. So, Ken,
Yo,
last time I remember seeing you was out at Witch's Brew in
Correct.
North Hills, right?
yes, that is correct.
Yep. And you're a very nice guy. Maybe
Thank you.
not the most tech savvy because you seem to have a lot of problems getting on this Zoom call. How's your Zoom life been going, Ken?
Well, I still hit my AA meetings on Zoom, but that's easy because it's the same code. I just hit retry and it goes right to the meeting.
Okay.
But other than that, I'm still working every day and still going to DMV. Sorry.
Oh, you work at the DMV?
Yes. Yeah. Don't
Wait,
tell
the
anybody.
DMV is totally open, so are there lines
No.
of people?
No, not every DMV is open. They're opening roughly 30 at a time. So right now we have 71 out of 180 opened.
Okay.
And it's for appointment only. By that I mean if you have an appointment already scheduled, they will honor it. For those of you that got displaced because of the COVID garbage, they will reach out to you and reschedule your appointment first before they open up appointments to the rest of the world.
I see.
But we're still doing phone stuff. I got bored at work and I got really, really, really bored. You can only watch memos and videos so many fucking times before it's like, I'm going home. So I am now playing the part of phone center guy. So I get to put these little lovely earbuds in my ear at 8 o'clock in the morning and take them out at 5 o'clock and listen to people complain about everything.
Okay.
I went from being
can
a
I
DMV
interrupt?
tech to
I have a
you
question for
can.
Do they
Ken.
hurt your ear? Because my earbuds hurt my ears.
Can I have a question for Ken?
Only my left ones. I got an earring about a week ago, and it's still a little tender. But besides that, no, I'm fine.
You got an earring a week ago?
I did.
Who
I was in
I have a
Arizona.
question.
I have an answer. Purple.
Okay, no. Well, my question for Ken is, I've never got to do phone stuff with a DMV worker. How much do you charge?
It depends on what you want. Depends on what you want and who's listening.
All right, continue, Miss Joe.
A private chat is more money.
No, I'm still stuck on the earbud thing. Those things hurt my ears after I'm like, do I have weird ears or do they hurt everybody's ears? Because I don't know. I can wear them for an hour and they really start to hurt.
It depends on the earbuds because
It's
I have
both.
another pair that I hate, and these ones are super comfortable.
Yeah,
so I
these
don't-
ones don't bother me at all.
I
I have a
switch them
coworker
around.
who has the gaming console headset, and he can only wear it for like 45 minutes at a time. And then he has to get up and clean his
Mhm.
ears out or whatever. But
Yeah, my ears still hurt from wearing them today. So,
Yeah.
All right, Ken,
Yes,
how long have you
as-
been doing comedy?
I just told somebody earlier, little over 2 years. March was my 2-year anniversary, so I'm still a relative newbie.
Wow. Well, you're very
Yeah.
funny, and I'm happy
Thank
to come
you.
on our show.
I appreciate it.
Finally, you're here in video form. I know you've been on our
Yes.
podcast just audio, but here you are in the video version.
Correct. That is
Cool.
true. That is accurate. But I am here sitting on I hope we don't have to pan down because I'm in my living room and pants are not required in my house. So we're all good.
Yeah, they
Oh,
call it
and also
shirt caulking. Shirt caulking.
Yes, I have a shirt, but no pants. Because you can only do so much on TV before the police come knocking at your door. Again.
All right,
Wait,
Cynthia.
no, was that out loud?
Cynthia, what's up?
Oh my gosh, a lot of things, a lot of good things. Like I said, I'm having some Milagro here. This is it's called Miracle because I think I need to drink a miracle to make a miracle happen. That or I will start seeing miracles happen. So that's where I'm at, So I'm loving it. Yeah. I mean, it's good. It's hot, so I'm sorry if I'm shiny. I'm just like sweating. It's still hot over here. It's like 70, 81 or something. I don't know what time is it. It's 09 something.
I don't
Okay,
know.
yeah. So that's where I'm at. Yeah. You guys
So,
don't know.
tell
But-
us about your comedy background. When did you start doing comedy and
Yeah.
where?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh gosh, let's see. I think it's been now 7 years, and it all started with people saying, you're funny. You should do stand-up comedy. And I was like, okay. And then so I started looking into it, and before you know it, you do one show, and then people ask you, when's your next show? And then you just don't stop. And then here we are today. So I'm
Aw.
excited to be here with you guys because I know a lot of people are watching, so I think it's a good thing to bring some laughter, especially right now before you fall asleep and kind of get in a better mindset. So so I'm really great to be here, and you know what, I think it's therapy for me. I think it really helps me, overall, to really talk about things and really laugh about it and make them, and put them in a different
Yeah.
context.
And I know what you mean. You do one show, you just think, oh, I'll just try it one time.
Yeah.
But when you start getting laughs, the laughter is addictive and it makes you go back for more
Absolutely.
and more. It's like a drug. So
Yeah. It's like being a
Yeah.
porno star.
well, that's a different kind of
This guy.
reaction, I guess.
Different kind
I
of
hope you don't
drug.
get too many laughs as a porno star. But anyway,
Yeah, that's a different
Cynthia,
type of
thank you
addiction,
so much
Mr.
for
C.
watching our
Not
show
mine, not
last
mine.
week.
Yeah.
You were watching last
Oh,
week. You
yes,
were
I had
on
a
the
great
live
time with you
stream.
guys.
There was a lot of commenting. It was a very active live stream last week. I hope it is this week as well. But what was it like just watching? Because I've always been performing. I haven't been able to just watch this show on the live stream. How was that watching it live?
Yeah, I always love watching comedy. I love to laugh. I mean, my thing is I try to laugh every day. I know we've got everything going on, but it's just, there's always humor in everything, you can. But I enjoyed watching the show last week. It was great. Everybody's dynamic, they're engaging, what they have to talk about. Everybody's different, and I love it. Everybody makes a comment, and then we have the chat going on, and that's fun too. You always get a lot of love or you make comments. So yeah, it's a little bit different from, live comedy being out there at the comedy club, but this is fun too. We're connecting. So that's also a plus. Yeah.
No, I reached out to all of our comics pretty much. Like I have a list of the comics that I like and that perform with us in our live shows. I have basically a short list that I go to every time. And almost everyone has agreed to do our virtual show, but there are several who say, I don't do virtual shows. I'm waiting for the bars to open up again. But I mean, it's going to be a long wait. It's already been 3 months. And that's a long time not to do stand up, Carol has a show every Sunday. So I watched her show and I saw all the, I could hear all the laughter in the background and you still get that instant reaction from people. And, it's not exactly the same as being live, but it has a lot of the same elements,
Well,
absolutely.
So,
And the parking is great.
This is
the
the
parking
future.
is great. Yeah.
This is
Absolutely.
You're always on the guest list.
You old fogies, we're dead already. This is the fucking future, and any comedian that's bullshitting about it is dead already.
Tell us.
Well,
How do you really feel?
It's
Go
good.
back.
You guys
Road trip?
Yeah,
I
right,
clicked
coaster
the
back.
fucking link. That's how I road trip.
No comedy for 6 months, no performances. I mean, it's going to be, you're at a disadvantage when you go to get back up on that stage and you haven't even done a single joke in 6 months. So,
Yeah, this is a good way to stay current and stay, engaged. And
it's hard to tell a joke with nobody in front of you. It's easy.
Right?
It's easier when you got that energy and those bodies to look at. You don't got nobody to look in the crowd and fuck with. You don't got nobody to feed off of. You don't got no energy. You don't know if comedians are laughing or not because they like you or they want you dead.
Right, or they want you off the stage.
So you don't hear the laughs from the actual crowd watching. We could have
Could be
4,000
both.
people in the chat. We wouldn't hear one fucking ha ha ha. Now,
We're getting a lot of
you
love
can
in the
kill
chat.
on this, when
Yeah,
you get
we
in
have a
front
lot
of a
of-
crowd, you're probably going to be a problem.
Well, we're each other's crowd on this, which is actually how it is a lot of the times with stand-ups too. You go to the open mics, the only other people there are open micers. So that's not so unusual either to have a small room with
That
just a few
never
people.
happened.
That never happened. Fake news.
Not him.
All right. Okay. I heard from Carol that we have 23 viewers. That's great.
Nice.
You viewers, keep the chat going. So I realized when you watch back the next day, if you turn your phone, I don't know how it is on the computer, but if you turn your phone portrait instead of landscape, you could see all the comments pop up in real time as the video
cool.
plays. So you really get a feel for what it was like to watch it live, even though you're not watching it live. So that's cool too.
Yeah.
All
that
right,
is.
Bella, my friend. Bella, thank you for joining us last minute. You stepped in because a few people stepped out and didn't want to perform on Blackout Tuesday, but
Thank you, Bella.
you wanted to honor Blackout Tuesday, so
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Thank you. Yeah, I thought it was a, perfect opportunity to tell some jokes, like, for instance, the police protect and serve. I'm like, that's pretty funny right there. And then I saw on a video today that actually hairdressers have more training than police. So apparently, they're more worried about people working with a curling iron than they are with people working with an actual gun. So I found that like very amusing.
Wow.
Oh, and
well, Bella,
what I
tell
really
people-
found
tell
exciting
people
and
that might not
amusing
know you.
was when Trump
Bella,
tear gassed everybody.
I think we should turn
Tear-gassed
upside down
everybody
so
in
Bella,
front of the church,
Bella's gonna do her set right now.
them up, and then
Right.
took the Bible for a photo op.
This is like Byron
I
Allen.
mean, that was like so
Yeah.
Jesus-like of him. I was like, wow, can we get any better material than this?
Bella, I've known you for a long, long time, and I've known you've done stand-up for a long time. Can you tell the people about how you started in stand-up and how long you've been doing it and some of your experiences as a stand-up comic in LA?
Well, you know, I was thinking like how long I've actually been doing, you know, comedy in general. And it occurred to me that I started actually when I was a 16-year-old runaway stripper.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I had some milk right now, because I used to tell the funniest joke at all the bachelor parties. Like, oh, you know, how this girl would do anything for the, oh yeah, the guy was like, oh, I'll do anything for you. And then I would take a sip of milk and then spit it out and go like, kiss me.
Wow.
And so I was like, that was kind of like when I figured, you know, I mean, I didn't think then that I was going to be a comedian, but now looking back, I was thinking like, gosh, I've been telling jokes my whole life. So
Nice
But you've been
question.
doing
Did
stand-up for
R.
a long
Kelly
time.
advise you to be a comedian?
what?
I was just wondering if R. Kelly advised you to be a comedian. You know, 16-year-old strippers drinking milk in the party. God damn, those some gangsters.
Right? Yeah.
But you know, I was on your show. I was on your comedy show. I don't know how many years ago, called the Funny Freaky Show.
Oh my
You had a
God, I
show
was
on
just
TV for
talking
a
with my
while.
friend about getting that shit back, about getting, you know, bringing up some of that old footage because it's so funny. So funny. It's so goofy that it's actually funny.
It was public access TV where you could go in and record your own TV show that would air on the local station. And Bella, she did it. I was a guest one week, and that was, I don't know how many, 15 years ago, long time ago.
It was so
Brain
funny.
blow.
I remember this one episode, like I met the girl in the stand-up comedy place, and I had like long curly dark hair. Now my hair is long and not so curly. It's still dark. But then when she showed up on the show, I was wearing a blonde wig, just like Johanna's hair now. But it was just like her hair too. And she was like so freaked out because I like was wearing matching hair with her. It was like, she just kept doing a double take. She's like, I'm really trying to focus right now. And I didn't actually plan that, which was so wonderful. Everything was so organic.
Well, but Single White Female was a big thing. It wasn't Single White Female was a movie where the stalker copies the style and the hairstyle. So back then it was probably even scarier because of that movie.
And of course, because of my stalking history, definitely.
Oh,
You know, it's interesting because I was thinking like if I were a Black person, I would have been killed already. You know, because I've acted like really terrible in my youth. I tripped a lot of acid. I like ran to my boyfriend's house, stripped off my clothes, jumped in his pool naked. You know, of course, he was getting married to someone else. But had I been Black, yeah, I probably would have been shot already.
Or
I'm just
jail.
thinking about all the times in my head in my life, like if I were Black, how many times I would have been shot.
wow.
So,
Well, my
Skip.
dad actually acts crazy sometimes because he's got a couple screws loose and drinks a lot. And he had the cops came to the house and they ganged up on him. They tased him. They kicked him in the balls. And he was 65 years old. He'd already had a stroke.
I've seen your dad. He's a scrawny old nice man.
Yeah,
Wow.
they kicked him in the balls. They brought him to jail, and he was complaining like, "Ow, my nuts, my nuts!" And they wouldn't let him see a nurse, and he ended up losing one of his nuts. He lost his nuts at 65 years old because the cops kicked him in the balls, which I don't know why a cop would ever need to kick somebody in the balls, let alone an older man. And then, you know, he talked to a lawyer. They said, you have no case. They'll all just cover each other because there were like 8 of them. And
Oh, wow.
basically
I
it's
think
your
we
word
need a
against
White
theirs.
Lives Matter
And
chant.
just forget about it. So, you know, I'm
Yeah,
not
I
saying
got kicked in the
it
face in
compares,
Santa
but police
Monica.
brutality can happen to anyone.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and if you actually need the police, yeah, good luck. Because when I was pregnant, I got kicked in the face in Santa Monica in front of an elementary school, and the police never even looked or attempted to do anything on my case. They were just like, well, you know, it happens.
I mean, but like, what
It
did you
happens. What?
Yeah,
do?
man.
Like, what did
I
you
mean,
do though? I mean, like, what did you do
What happened?
to
What's the
make a
third
cop be like,
story?
you know what? I'm gonna let this one slide.
Yeah.
yeah, even like domestic
Boy.
violence, sometimes
What?
the person who's the victim calls the cops and ends up going to jail. It happened to my friend, you know, a skinny, tiny girl going to jail because the guy had a scratch mark, and they just, whoever has a mark, you know, is supposedly the victim. So
I've heard about that.
it's a messed up rule, but you know, sometimes you just have to defend yourself and you end up scratching somebody. So I don't know. And then she was always afraid to call the cops after that because she was the one that went to jail and had like a domestic violence charge against her.
Yeah,
I'm
you should
surprised
only
they
call the
even
cops
showed
in
up.
emergency situations. Cops are not for everyday arguments with your friends. Cops are for somebody
Yeah.
is killing you or your life is threatened. A lot of people are dying, getting hurt. Special education people, like people that are mentally challenged, they are
Right.
dying because their parents can't handle them. And it's really a simple thing. And instead of maybe taking a little longer to maybe get a psychiatrist or somebody that can talk them down, they rush and call the cops in the panic. The cops are untrained. They have no psychological training. They have no remediation training, no conflict skill training, and they have war tactic combat training because they have to get home to their children. So
Yeah.
you send this guy out there with nothing to deal with somebody that's on some loopy doopy, hey, Mr. Big Pork and Beans. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot you. I got my son. I need to see my son. And my dad's
And
a
they don't
cop,
know
and I understand
the
both sides.
situation. If it's domestic violence or something like that, it's like he said, she said, yeah, the guy might be bigger, but they can't always assume the guy is the bad one. And so, you know, what are they going to do? Everybody's saying, oh, it's not my fault. It's the other person's fault. So
Mhm.
they have a tough job. That's for sure. You
Yeah,
know.
I got the best solution. Just neuter everybody on the spot. That's the best way.
Wow. All right.
Well, 80% of violent crime goes unsolved in all major cities across the USA.
That's
80%.
true. That's
Wow.
true.
That's 80% failure rate.
my
I don't
God.
know what kind of job you've had in the past, but if you were failing like 80% of the time, probably you wouldn't have a job long. But yeah.
That's true. The America crime rate of is 30% for conviction.
Well, it's kind of
30%.
scary right
Yeah,
now
You
because
can get away
everybody's
with
wearing a
running a
mask.
red light more than you can get away with killing your wife. Like it's easier to get away with killing your wife than it is running a red light.
Nice.
Well,
I'm
if
gonna
you're
get
gonna
married.
if you're
That's
gonna kill
good
your
information
spouse,
to have.
if you're gonna kill your spouse, now is the time because they'll just blame it on COVID.
Now is the time.
We also have shows. Don't we have like different shows that kind of talk about you killing your spouse? Like Snap, isn't Snap mostly about women killing their spouses? I mean, you know, so they'll create a reality show
And,
My
and
kids are yelling at
or
me.
something we can binge watch. All right, no silence. Okay.
people, wow. All right.
Are you hearing any of the live comments? Are you seeing any of them?
I
Can
have it
anybody
on my.
see him?
Yeah,
I
we
can
got a
see
lot of
it.
love. We got a lot of love happening.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
We have
Good.
lots of comments.
Yeah, I'm only on one device right now, so I'm not able to read the comments. But I'm glad to have all you guys and let's do a little comedy. Who wants to do some stand
Hell yeah.
up? All right.
All right, so we got the crew, we got Carol.
Mr. C,
Cynthia.
we're all gonna go up tonight. Me, Carol, Bella, Ken, Cynthia, all of us.
All
Okay,
right.
so I
You
think
take your
two
pick. Who you
girls,
wanna go
boy,
first?
2 girls.
Whatever you want.
Well, we got, one guy and 4 chicks. I mean, it's like a great porno.
I
scene,
like
so
that
I think we
ratio.
put him in the middle.
Ah, put Ken
I
in the
like
middle.
that ratio. I'm good with
And
that.
Ken's a
I'll take
strong
the middle.
man. I think he
Yes,
can
I
handle the
am.
weight. I think Ken's
Oh,
got
man.
it. Does anybody want to go first specifically?
I kind of feel like I already went.
I
You wanna
tried to
keep
stop
going?
you, Bella. You couldn't stop telling your jokes.
You want to keep going?
Well, my kids are yelling at me right now. Everybody's yelling at me. My daughter's
Why?
like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Uh-oh, and my
you
baby's
got to do
crying.
it right now.
I'm
You
gonna
pay
be
the
back
bill.
with a baby. Hold on. Maybe Carol could go first. Carol, you want to go
Sure.
first?
I'll go
Let
first.
Carol go first.
Okay, excellent. Well, let's load it in because I got to warm it up. So let's get it ready. So let's get ready to start the Dive Bar Comedy Jam. Are you guys ready to start it up?
Ready. Ready.
Let's go.
Been
Yeah,
ready. Yes.
yeah. All right, so let's start with our lady, our technical guru, the C-Neezy, as they call her on the block. Let's let her also tell, hey, Rachel, big shout out. If you want to catch some young fly dudes, talk to Carol. Just let you know. So let's get ready. Get your heart and soul. I love those glasses like a beautiful Sally Jesse reproduction. Give some love for Carol Newell.
Carol got the clap. Carol got the clap.
So you guys, a couple of years ago, my sister called me one day from the hospital. She'd been run over by a car. And I was like, oh my God, what happened? She's like, oh, it was a hit and run. And I said, well, did they catch the guy? And she's like, no, but I'm okay. I'm going to be okay. So I was like, okay, well, that's good. And then like 6 months later, she calls me one day and she's like, I broke up with my boyfriend, Danny. And I was like, oh, that's good, bad, good. I don't know. She's like, oh, it's good because it's been over a long time and I hated him anyways. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, remember that time I got run over by the car? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, it was Danny. I was like, oh my God.
Oh no.
And she said, and I quote, when he ran me over with his car, it was like I fell out of love instantly.
You think?
Wow.
It was all downhill from there.
You think?
So I was like, well, it's a good thing you broke up. And then 3 months later, I get a phone call one day and she's like, are you going to come to my wedding? And I was like, what wedding? Who are you married to? And she's like, Danny, duh. And I was like, what? I was like, sure, I'll come to your wedding. Because that's not going to happen. So then like, she's all excited about this wedding and she's all, I'm engaged, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay. 2 hours later, I get a call from my mom and she's like, well, they just hauled her off to jail. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, she came home. She was drunk and she got in a fight with her kid. And so we had to call the cops and she went from engaged to incarcerated in under 2 hours. Do you ever get one of those kind of people that tells you like, there's a black cloud following me around? That's my sister. Oh, good time. So I'm a white sheep in a black sheep family, which doesn't sound like that would be bad, but imagine that like you're 16 and the only thing you could do to rebel against your family is not drink, not do drugs, and be responsible. So that sucked for me as a teenager. But one silver lining out of that, I did get my driver's license at 15 and a half because my grandmother needed a designated driver. So I got to be the designated driver. So good times with that. I was married for 20 years, you guys, which is a really long time. Like 20 years is a life sentence in some states. And it sure was one for me.
That's great.
Yeah, I feel like it should be more like military service where you have to re-up every 4 or 5 years. Then if you don't, it's just done and over with. It would be so much more simpler and a lot less like capital punishment. So not a happy marriage. I used to say that me and my husband were like you know how like they say opposites attract? Well, that was totally true for us. Like he was blonde hair and blue eyes. I was dark hair, dark eyes. He liked to stay home and save money. I like to go out and spend money. He liked to stay home and do chores. I like to go out. He liked to he liked to stay home and eat at home, and I like to go out. He liked to have sex. I like to go out. So it's no wonder it didn't work. So I will I'll leave you with this. I realized that well, actually, I went to the doctor recently before the whole Corona apocalypse to, make sure that, now that I'm back out on the dating scene, that everything is working good. And she's like, well, everything looks good, but I would like you to get more exercise. And I was like, does sex count? And she's like, yes, it does, but it has to be at least 3 hours a week. So I was like, okay. So I lost 10 pounds, you guys.
Woo!
Nice. Congrats.
I'll dig into that. Go ahead, Carol.
That's all my time. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Another round of applause.
Good for you.
For Carol Newell. That's right. Yo, I support the weight loss because I'm a diet guy too. And what I do is I eat really good for 6 days a week. And then when God is not looking on Sunday, I get down.
I get down too.
That's right. I'm telling you. That's right. Another round of applause, guys, for Carol Newell. All right, Lord. Let's get it back to back. It looks like we got her protege coming up. If you want to learn some strategies on how to get you some young, strong men, talk to Carol, Miss Sin God. So let's get ready because her name is as beautiful as the essence that flows from her soul. Are you ready for some sinning?
Woo!
Give me a clap, 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 clap.
Ready.
Are you ready to sin?
Ready for some sin.
That's right. So show some love and put it together for the lady goddess herself.
Ready.
Quiero el lobo, because my Spanish is bad. Cynthia Delgado. Woo!
Thank you. Yes. Well, I'm here on my bar. This is my bar scene. And I'm my own.
And now her.
And now she
Right.
went over.
No, literally, I'm
Wow.
Wait,
Fell
can you
over.
guys hear me? No.
Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
I tip well.
It was
no?
warging
Okay.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, technical
Yeah,
intervention?
who's here tonight? You know?
There
I
she
love
goes.
this virtual world stuff. I do. I'm gonna get some virtual friends, like robots, because I think that's where it's gonna go. This continues. I'm gonna have some robot friends, that just will agree with me, they'll listen to what I have to say, they'll like my post, they'll comment. I just think that's the way where it's headed. I think it's headed that way. It's interesting because we're all in masks, right? We're all kind of put our little masks on and kind of do all that. But it's really hard to see when someone is smiling, because you can't, it's like, are they mad at you? Do they giving you the eye? Are they rolling their eyes? That's a big indicator right there when they roll their eyes, But for me, it's like, how do you let them know that you're actually happy to see them? So what I'm doing, and I encourage all of you guys to do this too, is, when you have your mask on, shake a little bit, move around, tell them that you're happy to see them, yeah, do this. That's what I'm doing. When I see somebody and I like them, I do this. I know I'm an only child. Not a lot of people really understand only children anyway. So that's how it is. Yeah, but growing up as an only child was always interesting. I did want brothers, sisters kind of like around, but they always said, well, only children, you guys must have been spoiled. You probably got everything you wanted. And I'm like, yeah, I did everything at all, So, yeah, but that's it with only children. Sometimes I say odd things, like today, when you do this, you're actually kissing yourself, I think it's good. You should. So self-love. I mean, I think it's great, But you know, one thing too, like with this whole thing, I know we're all in this together. But I'm still stuck on St. Patrick's Day, you guys. I still have a craving for a green beer. I mean, I'm still wearing, I don't know if you guys can see this, but my St. Patrick's Day ring. Okay. But I feel like we've jumped over the holidays and I don't know how to do with this because I love the holidays. We skipped over, let's see, Cinco de Mayo. Let's see, Mother's Day. I'm hoping we don't skip over 4th of July. I mean, I've got my 4th of July beads ready to go too. So
Woo!
yeah, I got these ready. I mean, I love the holidays. Who doesn't love the holidays, you know? But, and then I'm thinking too, I think I'm going to celebrate my birthday again. I don't know. Since I'm in COVID, why not? Who's going to tell me it's not my birthday and I can't celebrate? You know, I actually celebrate my birthday 3 times a year, you guys, 3 times. And I encourage everybody to have 3 birthdays for their year. So you got to have your birth year. You know, that's the one that's on your birth certificate. You can't change it. But the reason why I started celebrating 3 birthdays, you guys, is because your birthday never falls on the right day. It always falls like on a Tuesday, a Wednesday. So it never really, it falls on a Friday or Saturday from time to time. So, I mean, you have your birthday. And then let's see, you have your Facebook birthday. But if you have your Facebook birthday and your birthday is the same day, I think you're cheating yourself out of a special day because it's like, why not get some special birthday requests on another day too? And then the 3rd birthday, you pick the date, any day, just pick it. Who can tell you it's not your birthday? I mean, what's the point of the birthday, right? We're celebrating your birth every day. I don't know, but that's 3 birthdays for me. So I'll probably do another birthday celebration during this quarantine time. I think it's a lot of fun. Why not? Also too, during quarantine, I've been doing the Duolingo. I know a lot of people talk about that. It's like a language app. And I'm loving it because I'm brushing up on my Spanish, you know, learning some Portuguese and French and some Japanese, you know, it's like, hola mi gente, qué lindo estar con ustedes hoy esta noche. Eu falo un poco de portugués. Je m'appelle Delgado. So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with that. Besides that, I'm also doing some virtual salsa lessons. I got some, oh yeah, it's fun. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but you can. You just start, you know, you just follow the dance moves and they kind of do it. But I love it. I love it because once I open up the dance clubs again, I'm going to know a new move, turn around. I mean, and the cool thing about salsa is that you don't need a partner. You know, and then right now it's like kind of it works out, you know. That's right. You know, but yeah, I like it. I think it's upbeat, you know, kind of uplifts me. Yeah. Oh wait, where are my glasses? Let me get my glasses, you guys. Hold on. Oh yeah, here. But another cool thing during quarantine is we've got the S questions. Am I hydrated? I think you should think about that. Am I hydrated? Yeah. These are questions you should ask yourself, you guys. Let's see. Oh, have I moved and stretched my body? You know, something. Have I connected with someone today? Just like even you guys. Definitely. I mean, you know. Oh, and then what are the 3 things that I'm grateful for today? So I'm grateful to be on this Dive Bar Comedy Club show. Let's see. I'm grateful for hot weather. You know, I still have the AC on, you guys, and I'm still sweating. You know, I don't know what it is. Might be the Milagro. Might be the Milagro tequila. What's good? It's keeping my blood rushing. And what else? Yeah, I think I'm also grateful for humor. Actually, humor, and you can find humor in everything. Yeah. So let's see. What else? You know, nothing too. I've been cooking a lot. I noticed that too. Is but I kind of changed the ingredients a little bit. You know, I know vegan's a big thing right now. You know, a lot of people want to be healthy, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, vegan, I think, is a cult. You know, I think I'm slowly starting to convert into being a vegan. I think I might start recruiting people too. But I think it's also hard on that I love certain foods. But I'll leave you with this, you guys. I'm doing a Christmas list this year. You know, I haven't had a Christmas list in a long time, but if you guys want to get on my Christmas list, everybody's getting one roll of toilet paper, not a 4-pack, not a 12-pack, just one roll. But I want to do this. I want to bring the traditional Christmas list back. So if you want to be on the Christmas list, yeah, definitely send me a message, text me, call me, do something. But I think we should do that. But one roll of toilet paper. And everybody's going to love me. So that's it. But you guys, I love you. And I'm grateful to be here. Let's keep the show going.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
That's what I'm talking about. That's right. Cynthia mentioned that salsa music. So I'm gonna teach all you guys how to do salsa music in 3 steps, okay?
All right.
First, salsa dancing is 3 stomps, and then you alternate feet as you step back after 3 stomps, then you step forward. So a stomp, 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 step back with your right foot. Stomp, 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 step forward with your left foot. Stomp, 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 step back with your left foot. Now, if that wasn't too hard to understand, right? Here's how you practice. Find a 50 to 70-year-old Central American woman.
The logic.
Meet her son and smoke a blunt with him and become his friend, because he'll then invite you to his son's 1-year birthday party. You will show up at 1:30 a.m. at his son's 1-year birthday party, and the shit will be cracking. They will then feed you 7 to 12 plates of food, whether you fucking like it or not. And then you will dance with that wonderful, beautiful 50 to 7-year-old Central American woman. And you will learn how to stomp, 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 step back, stomp, 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 step forward. And that's how you meet Latino women.
Wow, that sounds like a true story.
It
That sounds
does.
like
A true story.
It sounds very authentico.
Way too much information. Way too much information.
You know what I'm saying? Viva Boricua. You know,
Wow.
that's what that is.
We lost one of our comics, Bella. She wrote to me. She said her kids were yelling at her for being too loud. And her kids are old. They're like, the youngest one is like 15. So I don't know why they're going to bed so early. But anyway, they were yelling at her for being too loud. And she already blew her load during the interview session. She told all her jokes already accidentally.
Wow.
So, oh well,
Wow,
that was Bella's appearance. Short and sweet.
Bella's kids are lucky. My parents are more like, were trained by the Minnesota Police Department.
Wow.
So go ahead and try that if you want to. I don't care how old you are. You under my roof? There's a chokehold coming.
Play by my roof.
And then after the chokehold, they tell your aunt about it. And then your aunt has a chokehold for you too.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's called love. That's love.
Yeah.
So you got, so we short a comedian. So we got one more. We got a dude and a chick left, right?
Yep.
Oh, there you go.
Man, it's like the end of a train in a good movie.
Hey,
Okay,
now.
we're on schedule. We're still on schedule. We're almost at 10 o'clock already. So
All right, well, good. So we're right
Time
on
flies
we
when you're having
12
fun.
comics to fill an hour.
Oh, good. So this is a good schedule because we got 4 comedians and we got 1 person that needs their cherry popped. So it's 10 o'clock. We've all plotted on it. He never saw it coming. But we're about to pop an internet cherry and he's going to like it oh so good because that's how we do. That's right. Feminism, motherfucker. Well, except for me. Except for me. I don't count. I don't count. I don't count. No homo, like New York guys say. No homo. Pause. Whatever, right? So you guys ready for this next comedian, the gentleman?
Ready. Yes.
Can we get a clap, 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 clap for Ken, the godson, Daddy Man Mater.
Hey, what's happening? Thank you for that intro. So, was it Carol was saying that she's lost 10 pounds due to her new sexual routines, as we'll say. All I know is that I've been married to my lovely bride for 14. Hold on, I wrote it down. 6. It'll be 15 years in June.
Terrible.
I got to get it right. She's listening. And yeah, you know, when you're married this long, certain things tend to, shall we say, wane a little bit. So we haven't had sex together in a bit, but I have a very strong right forearm. I'm not going to say why, but I'm sure y'all can figure that out. All right? She goes to bed before me. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, welcome to the party. So, y'all heard the term "hold my beer," right? I can pretty much guarantee you that was done by 3 bros, right? They were hanging out, and bro number 1 went and did something incredibly fucking stupid. And bro number 2 just shook his head, went, I cannot believe that man did something that damn stupid. And bro number 3 went, hold my beer. Yeah, okay. And it didn't start when we were in our 20s. That just started when we were kids, right? I grew up in a neighborhood where the rite of passage was to jump your mongoose bicycle across the creek at 10 years old. So me and my buddy Mitch and my other buddy Tom, we're heading out to the park, and Mitch takes off, falling down the road, hits the takeoff point, sticks the landing, not really, over the handlebars, face plants in the mud, and I look at that and I'm like, Mitch is an idiot. He's 40 pounds overweight. I can do it. So I take off. Boom! I don't stick the landing either. I go over the handlebars, face plant in the mud, and Tommy is sitting back there looking at us both like, you two are a bunch of dumbasses. Get out of the way. And here comes Tommy. Boom. He didn't stick the landing either. So I get home, bike's all broken, got a gash on my head, I'm covered in mud. My mom says to me, what happened? As moms are wanting to do. So I explain the story. I get to the part where we saw Mitch crash and burn, and I take off. He's like, wait. You saw your best friend not stick the landing, and you thought you could do it? Now, Mr. C will back me up in this because he knows what my response was. My response was, well, yeah, Mom, because Mitch is an idiot, right? Tommy lives across the street from me, directly across the street from me. He's having the same conversation with his mother. And he gets to the point where I crash and burn, and she goes, you saw Mitch, you saw Kenny crash and burn. What the hell were you thinking? Y'all know the answer. He was thinking, they're a couple of idiots. I can do it. Nobody did it. And I wish I could say that I outgrew that. I really do. But no. I got home from work a couple of days ago, and my wife looked me right in my face and went, my car's out of gas. Please go put gas in my car. I can do that. That's not hard. That's one of the things I said I would do when we got married. Kill the bugs, take out the trash, fill the car up with gas, kiss the girl. Not hard. I can do that. I'm halfway to the gas station. I looked down, I'm like, what the fuck? The gas tank is full. Why am I putting gas in my car? Oh, shit. I'm in my car. I'm in my car. I'm not in her car. I'm in my car. I get back to the house. She's on the front porch, keys in her fingers, and she's just giving me that look. And if y'all been married, y'all give that look like, what the hell did I marry? He was cute at one point, but fuck, he's an idiot. And I would argue that point, but I can't. Right? It's like, I don't have a clock, so when it gets close to my time, somebody say something to me or send me, got it. It's like, I really thought I would outgrow the stupidity. I did, but another example. We are on our honeymoon in Aruba. Beautiful place to go. My wife says to me, her mistake, by the way, she says to me, put suntan lotion on, we're going out to the beach, we're just gonna chill on the beach all day long. So I do this and go out to the beach. And that is the only 2 places I put suntan lotion on. I would, look at me, look. I am white. If I'm any more white, I'm transparent. Aruba was 97 degrees at midnight. All right. I'm on the beach for 6 hours. I was a lobster. I had handprints on my nipples, and I had a little, right where I stuck my lip balm stuff in my shorts, and I had a little thing about that big where it was white on my stomach, and I was a lobster. Day 3 of a 15-day honeymoon, and my dumb ass is a lobster. Right? It's like, right? But and as y'all saw at the beginning of this thing, my wife is she's smarter than me because I couldn't figure out how to do this background that you see. By the way, that's me in the Goofy shirt. It's just a picture from my screenshot, whatever it is. So she did it because I'd have been frustrated and irritated and mad because why not? I just completely lost my train of thought, but we'll figure it out. So when my wife and I met, we met in the rooms of AA. Yes, I come to you from a sober I've been a sober guy for 25 years. My wife has been sober a little longer than me, and she lets me know it's not fair. I will never catch her. My wife is also a psych major. She did a behavioral project on me and a term paper on me. We met in the rooms of AA, where I will tell you this: if you go to AA, you're looking for a companion, the odds are good you'll find one. Again, look at me. Look. The odds are good you'll find one, but the goods are odd. I'm just saying, right? So she met me in AA. She did a term paper and a behavioral program on me, and married me anyway. It's a win for me. But we argue and goof each other in front of our friends who know the story, and they just go, "No, Steph, you knew exactly what you were getting into when you married him." Yeah, just I don't know. There's a bird. There's a bird somewhere.
God, is that you?
Commander?
You know.
That's the 1 minute.
and just for my friend Miss Delgado, I work at DMV Oxnard. As we discussed earlier, I worked at DMV, but I'm in DMV Oxnard. Again, look at me, white guy. I speak no Spanish. I speak claca, cerveza, taco, burrito, and that's it. You know, tequila on a good day. That's, you know, but I've been there 13 years. They ain't fired me yet, so I guess it's all good. All right, I got the 1 minute warning, so I'm gonna shut up and get whatever I got left back to y'all. Thanks for letting me play. It was a lot of fun.
Woo!
That's right. Ken Modern, everybody.
Look who woke up.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right. No, and I totally support Ken at everything he says. Yes, we are stupid. And yes, we look at our friends get hurt, and then we look at it and say, yeah, I do the same thing. But my thing, I say, Raheem's a fucking idiot. I can do that shit. Hold my blunt. Hold my blunt.
I'll hold it.
Hold my blunt.
I'll hold it.
All right, let me try this whole jumping off the building Spider-Man shit. First time. No, definitely. And also, he mentioned about him telling his wife to do everything for him. Does everybody know that back in the 50s and 60s, when like the Trump guys thought America was great, but men used to actually give women their paycheck. So back in the day, you would have a home wife, you would go to work, you would come home and hand her your paycheck and say, honey, all I need is my allowance. I just need beer, a couple of porns, and a video game. Just feed the kids, pay the bills. I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Do the shopping, do the laundry, clean the house.
That's right. Now the modern man.
I still do that.
Yeah, because you're a man. That's why. The modern man would say, "Oh, you're stupid. You're giving her your money." I said, "No, I'm letting her run my fucking house because that's what a wife does. That's her thing. That's her skill. She can even run a home business while the kids are in school. Like she can fix my house, get my shit together, pay my bills, run a side business, and then make me feel like a man when I get home."
I have the best wife.
But these guys, they won't give you one of your checks. So I think we need a hashtag give your boo your check movement. Who's with me?
Give your boo your check.
Give up the check. That's the plan. So we gotta close it right now. And I'm sure she supports my hashtag give up the check movement and whatnot. You ready to close it out, Miss Gorgeous Lady?
Oh no, babies picking their favorite time to cry. Right when it's my turn. But
I always know that.
I've got the solution, which is a lot of toothbrushes. And if you hear water running, it's because
Well,
he
don't do
really
that. I'll
likes
have to
brushing
pee.
his teeth. So anyway, man, having a baby, it's rough. It's a lot like having a dog. They wake you up at 6 a.m. They chew on everything in the house, and they take the blame every time I fart. Yeah. Also eat the crumbs off the floor. Man, I would never, if even before coronavirus, if a piece of food were to land on the floor, I would never pick up something off the floor and eat it. I don't care about the 10-second rule or 3-second rule or whatever.
Right.
But I will feed it to my baby because babies don't give a crap about germs. Not at all. I actually took the babies to Greece. We went on an exotic vacation, kind of like Ken, but we didn't get to do as much fun stuff because it's hard to do anything fun with 2 babies. So we avoided sunlight hours and went to the beach like at twilight, that kind of thing. But those hotel rooms are not especially sanitary. What do you guys think is the dirtiest thing in a hotel room?
Bedspread.
The
bedspread.
floor.
That's what everybody says, the bedspread, right? But my baby was able to find something even dirtier, brushing his teeth and then using the toothbrush to clean the telephone handset, the part that people talk into, those little holes that just collect bacteria. That was the dirtiest thing I've ever seen in a hotel room. But my little girl, she suddenly decided that she wanted to make snow angels on the carpet of LAX, as well as JFK, all over the world, basically, in all the busiest terminals. She was on the ground, just crawling around everywhere. So, people worry about their immune systems. They say, oh, you're keeping them inside during the coronavirus. You're not letting them build their immune system. Well, I think they built it up quite a lot already, and I sure built up my immune system in my years. Man, I've been around. I waited until I was 40 to get pregnant. I had my run, that's for sure. But now I have to worry that my baby's going to come out retarded. Not because I'm 40, but because my husband was retarded. Could be genetic.
We all know him. Yes. Yeah.
Gotta wait and see on that one. But no, I'm just kidding. But no, having a baby, they're really, really cute. You take a baby to a party, the next thing you know, people are grabbing at the baby, they're asking for the baby. You hand it off to one person, next thing you know, it's across the room. You don't even know who has it. It's hard to even get back. You find it with some random bearded guy that you don't know. It's like bringing a bag of cocaine to a party. Never comes back in the same condition. My daughter, they hand her back. She's got lipstick stains all over her. Glitter, mismatched perfumes clashing. It's like an end of the night stripper. It's rough. And people, you know what they say? They always say, oh, she's so cute, I want to steal her. Well, that is a felony. I think pretty much all states, that is a felony. If you knew how much she pooped and cried, you would not be saying that. That's for sure. I mean, these kids, they take monumental shits. It's like no diaper can contain it. I end up just, the diaper pail, that's for those of you who don't have a baby, that's a special pail just for keeping the dirty diapers. It's not enough. It's supposed to be like hermetically sealed. The smell, it still gets out. So I have to take the dirty diapers straight to the outside trash. And it's a problem, but then again, it solves another problem because I no longer have homeless people digging through my trash. They stopped that right away. I do still have raccoons though. Big motherfuckers. But, yeah, those raccoons, they're worse than anything. But anyway, yeah, it's hard. It's hard. I'm breastfeeding. I'm actually double breastfeeding. So I'm probably the only person who has a litter. I've got one on the left, one on the right. And, my daughter, when she was born, I expected she would just, suck. But no, she was born. She had all kinds of tongue action. She was, twiddling and twitching and fondling. As soon as her little hands were able, she was reaching up and strangling me. It's really, really, really crazy. I mean, I guess that's what you get. Oh boy, I guess that's what you get when two perverts get together and have a baby. But I don't know. Anyway, I guess the baby's running out of patience, or I don't know how to entertain him anymore. So I better get going. But thank you guys all for checking out this show, Dive Bar Comedy. Please tune in every week. Thank you to all our comics. And, if you guys want to go around and let people know how to find you online, I'm at Dive Bar Comedy everywhere. Where are all of you guys?
You can I'll go first. I have a show on Sunday on Facebook Live. It's at my page, Carol Newell. It's the world's best laugh. So you can find me there as Carol Newell. And then also I'm on Instagram with my button art by Carol. So that's me. Cynthia?
Yes. The best way to find me would probably be on Instagram. It'd be Laugh with Delgado. So I want you to laugh with me. I mean, you can laugh at me, but laugh with me. Laugh with Delgado on Instagram. That's where you can find me.
Cool.
Ken, go ahead, Ken.
Ken, I'm also on. Try that again. I am also on Instagram. It is Ken Modern Comedy on Instagram, and I'm on Facebook. But you may not want to follow me there because I get a little twisted sometimes. All right, that's it for me.
Last but not least, I am twisted all the time. So that's how we work. And thank everybody for coming out. Thank you guys for doing the show.
Yeah.
Fighting through the protest. Thank you guys for hanging out. Trust me, I'm here. So as Black Jesus, you're confirmed. Just to let you know. As Black Jesus, you're confirmed. So you have any problem in the street, just say, look, I know Carl. They'll let you go.
Carl.
Mr. C.
All right, so we're going to close it out. We got to go through everybody's name. We got to close out with a freestyle to close it out for the night. So we're going to finish it up, and we're going to go boom, clap, boom, clap, boom, clap, yeah. Yo, kicking for my people that be ripping and tight, and my babies that be coming and they kicking it right. Got the Cynthia Delgado on the spike, and my babies that be running and he shitting it right. Got Joe and a Petrie, baby the cool, cause he got the little babies on the place and they cool, and the brothers that be coming like Kenny the God, cause he modded in the place and he come with the rod, and we rolling on the place and we kicking real cool, cause Karen Newell got the youngers on full, and we breaking on down. It's the Dive Bar Comedy, Mr. Carl Super Brothers, Skit Backs, Bomb with me. Yeah, I don't know. That wasn't great. But anyway,
good job, Mr. C.
Good
job, Breaking
Entertainment, Dash Radio, Comedy Store stuff. Check out The Clapper. Check out the Scramble movie where I play Black Jesus. And also check out what's out right now, The Deported movie, which I have a scene with Jerry Bednoff. You know the guy from the Will Smith movie, You Mother Bitches! Yeah, I got a scene with that guy in The Deported, which is on iTunes right now. Look for anything with Skid Bags. We produce shit. I'm still broke, but soon I will be rich and you will love me. Always check out the Dive Bar
We
Show.
love you now.
We love you now.
We love you now. Heart.
Thank you guys all.
Thank you guys.
All right, guys. Have a
Yeah,
good night.
thank you, everybody. Good night.
Good night.